Right, so the Indian team for the three-test match series against Sri Lanka was announced today. The biggest talking point was the return of 32-year-old leg spinner Amit Mishra, who returns to the Indian team after a gap of 4 years. For more on this story, I'm joined by former India captain Sunil Gavaskar, live from London. Sunil bhai, thanks so much for talking to us. Firstly, a young spinner in Karan Sharma gets injured and you get a veteran Amit Mishra return to the team. We earlier also had the situation where Harbhajan Singh made a comeback to the team. So two veteran spinners have returned to the test team. I'm not questioning the credentials of these two spinners, but is it an indication that there is a dearth of good young spinners in India?
Well, I think over the last few years, that has been the case, isn't it? We've struggled to find quality spinners that could possibly be because of the kind of pitches that are available at the Ranji Trophy level. There's a lot of grass left on the pitches, which does not quite help the spinners. Also, I think the limited overs format does put enormous pressure on young spinners. In any case, spinners take a little longer to mature. So normally, you will find a few young spinners, but they'll probably play a couple of years down the road.
All right. Saibhai, but can one also say that all is not lost for spin in India? The likes of Axar Patel, who've done well in the limited overs format, do you think they are the next in line to move into Test cricket?
No, I don't think Axar Patel is the alternative. To be brutally honest, I think he's just a roller of the ball. He doesn't turn and bowls it quick. There's no flight, no nothing. It's pretty much predictable. And unless he gets a pitch where there is, turn, he is just going to be a bowler who's going to come and bowl at that, slightly slower than medium pace stuff. So he's not your spinner. That is definitely the case. Your spinners are Ashwin, your spinners are Harbhajan, your spinners are the leg spinner Amit Mishra or even Karan Sharma, but certainly not Axar Patel.
Okay, let's look at the reasons why this is happening, Saibhai. As you said, it's been happening for some time now. We're not getting good spinners. You mentioned the pitches, that, we're getting green pitches in domestic cricket. In a sense, we're obsessed with green pitches. Is this something that the keepers of the game need to look into, the BCCI needs to look into to ensure we get good pitches which help spinners and get spinners like the ones we got during your era and even after that?
Absolutely. I think when we look at sporting pitches, the straight away in India, everybody thinks when you talk of sporting pitches, they think in terms of putting grass on the surface. Now, how much grass is also an important aspect. If you actually have a look at test matches all over the world, you'll find very little grass, unless, of course, when India is playing, when Australia, England are playing, it's completely bereft of grass. When other teams are playing, it's bereft of grass. So I think this business of, leaving grass is a little bit overrated. I think you need to have a little more juice on the pitch, and which means, yes, there has to be a little bit of grass, but not the amount that is left. As Harbhajan Singh, I think, if I recall rightly, said last year, that even guys who are bowling like at about 120 kilometers per hour, they are looking like Malcolm Marshall and the West Indian pace battery on the kind of pitches that are given to them for Ranji Trophy. So that's an area that needs certainly to be looked at. You make pitches which provide balance between bat and ball, and as the play goes on, the spinners should come into play. So while in the first couple of innings the spinner is relying more on flight to deceive the batsman, later on he can drop the flight a little bit on day 3 and 4 and try and get the ball to turn.